Hi friends, welcome back to
Wish You Love Podcast.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Marilyn.
And happy Valentine's Day! We hope that you guys are excited for this year's Valentine's Day, whether that be celebrating it with your significant other or maybe your girlfriends or your family. I don't know. Personally, I love Valentine's Day.
Yes. Even when I was single.
Yeah, even when I was single too. I mean, obviously part of me will always have that little, I wish it was with like a person, but when you're with the right group of friends,
it could be a good day.
Valentine's is so much fun.
The best.
Yeah.
Love that. So please, tag us in your festivities with your girlfriends, or if you're listening to this episode on actual Valentine's Day. I know it's this week, but yeah, tag us. We will repost. We love to see it. I feel like February is Wish You Love month because of all the hearts and the pink and everything.
It's so cute. I know. In December, I saw that they were already putting out all the Valentine's Day stuff. Yeah. And I was like, dang, like we just wrapped up Christmas. I know. But like everything's so cute. Yeah, like I know. The hearts and
this
the
is
pink
a time to shine.
Oh, I love it. Love.
Yeah. My house is like pretty much the theme is like bunnies and hearts. Like I have hearts, everything, and pigs. Yeah. Heart pillows, like heart plates, heart everything. Like this is the time I stock up because I use it all year long. Yeah. Very cute. Very cute.
I love it.
So today, and I want Jasmine to go first, we are going to wish love to somebody this special month. And so who do you wish love to in the month of February?
Yeah, let's open up the episode. I am sending all my love to my YAM family. YAM stands for my young adult ministry, but we call it YAM.
That's cool.
So yeah, my YAM family from church, I really, really have enjoyed spending time with them these past months. I joined the group, the ministry, a little after Easter, so April of 2024. And within a couple months, I joined their core team meeting, which is essentially the group that will plan like the activities, the speakers, the social gatherings and whatnot. And, since then, like, at first, like everything, it was a little hard because it was new and like different personalities and like some people that were really into their faith that kind of intimidated me because I'm like, I'm just kind of starting into this, that it's a little different and scary. But throughout these past months, I've learned to truly like love and appreciate this group, and like they're just such special people, and I'm really happy that I've gotten the chance to not only meet them, but have continued to gain relationships with them. And, every little hangout is just makes us get closer. And I learn more about them and, why they are the way they are, like things about their family or just personal things about them. So I want to wish all my love to that group. Thank you guys for just bringing light and fun and faith into my life, and just providing such a fun space where I can come and distress and learn and laugh and just be with good people. So, yeah, I wish love to my YAM family.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's always good to have friends of faith to help you, and to have fun, but also in times of difficulty sometimes. That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
I love that.
What about you, Marilyn?
My person, I'm going to explain this person, like who it is at the end, but like my person, I feel like I have been getting close to this person. Like, I think it feels like as of like recently, like really close to this person. I truly feel grateful for this person. And I really think that like when we were prepping for this episode, I was like, yeah, I already knew who like my person was that I wanted to wish love to. This person is always so fun to be around and somebody that I can go to honestly for everything. And I have been really rethinking my friendship and people in my life and really just seeing who's there for me. You know what I mean? Like seeing who's there for me in times of celebration, but also in times of quietness, of like when nothing's going on, but like who's there for me when I need to talk to somebody, or when I want to just like hang out with people, and like who do I enjoy being in their presence for. And so that's the person that I really want to wish love to for this month, and it's Jasmine. And I know that she's part of the podcast and we always love on each other in the podcast, but like you earlier today when I was like thinking about who was I gonna pick for my person, it was like automatically you. I knew it was gonna be you, because I truly can honestly say like you are probably the closest person in my life right now. And like,
why am I getting emotional? I was not expecting that. I was like,
you're like,
in my head I was thinking about the people from your party. I was like, maybe
you were there.
Person. I know.
Yeah.
I was like, Kimberly, maybe
Kimberly. Yeah. You for sure. Like we even had like a fun Kahoot of like who knows me the best, and she was like tying with Anthony. Like she was like going, like she was first place for a long time, and then Anthony answered some questions that maybe she didn't know about. And like, but that just showed like how well and how much you have invested your time into me, and like how well you know me. I feel like we're at this point of our friendship where we'll look at each other and we know what we're thinking. Yeah. And so I just really appreciate our friendship, and I love how close we have gotten. And I remember the first time like we had went out to eat, we both in our own way said to each other and knew that this could be a best friendship, not just like a friend, but like we knew that this could be more than just a friendship. And like lifelong, like that's my plan. I don't know about your plan, but like lifelong of like living life together and seeing all of our progression and stuff. And like you're somebody that we talk about like deep stuff off camera, on camera. Yeah. You know, you're a very big person in my life. And like when Anthony was saying like, oh, who are you excited to see? I was like, honestly, I'm really excited to see Jasmine. And I said and Angel, but like
he's just an add-on.
No, but like Angel's cool too, because like I have my own like friendship relationship with him too. Yeah. And so it's such a pleasure to like be around both of you, and just you, or even just Angel. Like you guys are just great people. So yeah. We always do that.
We forget.
I know. You kid each other with the little ears. The headphones.
No, thank you. I was not expecting that. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I was getting emotional. I was like, wait, what? Like,
when I will have to like, I'm gonna look back at it, but when I said Jasmine, she's like, her eyes were all wide open. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I will say, like, to piggyback off that, like, I think I will say I do think we've gotten a lot closer with time. Yeah. As any relationship typically does. It takes time. Mm-hmm. But I think one thing that I'm happy is that we're learning each other's balance. Yeah. In the sense that, like, we've talked about this before off camera and a little bit on camera. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes I don't think I'm necessarily that friend who can provide 24/7, like, hang out or talk. Right. But I'm, like, happy that, like the spa, like, was, like, a one little moment, but it was, like, full in. Yeah. Like, we were both present. Like, we were there to, like, enjoy each other's company and, like, talk and learn more about each other and stuff. So, and, like, now, like, I think about when I call sometimes before I call Angel, sometimes, like, if I know Angel's busy, like, my next person is Marilyn now, because I'm like, I know she enjoys these type of, like talks, and, like, I have 30 minutes to talk, and because I'm always on the go, it's hard for me to just, like, get home, sit down on the couch, and call a friend. Like, it's more like while I'm, like, driving or something. So I'm glad that, you know, we've kind of learned, like, each other's style, and maybe not 100%, but we, like, put in the effort there. So.
Right. And, like, recognizing your friend's strengths. Like you said, like, I'm not a friend that like you said, like, I'm not even going to have a sleepover because you can't right now because you're married.
When I get married, I'll be like, bye, Angel. Like, you're my wife. Where are you going? I'm going with Marilyn.
Sleepover. Yeah, or, like, we could do a swap, like, sleepover. They have a sleepover. Yeah. They're, like, playing video games all night.
For real.
But, yeah, I think once I recognize, like, my friends, all of their strengths, and, like, even, like, Kimberly, how she was like, you know, you have to set a time with me. Like, I'll chat with you on the phone, but you have to tell me when. Yeah. So I can set aside that time. So it's like understanding your friends, like, what's their communication style? Like, what do they like? What do they not like? You know what I mean? Like, some friends don't like being on their phone at all. Like, I know you have some friends that, like, you just see only in person, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, and when we do hang out, I enjoy hanging out with you. And, like, that's why I love doing this podcast, because it's literally us hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's
True.
recording, but yeah.
People always ask, like, do you guys plan these in advance? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
We just kind of, sometimes we'll like share, like, this is something that really stuck out to me. I really want to talk about it.
Right. If
But it'll
impactful
never be like,
oh, you
word
have to
by
talk
word.
about this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
so it's like a
scripted.
hangout. Like, we're just chatting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Mm.
you're the person.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was, wow. I don't know what to say.
She's all flustered.
Yeah.
Well, today's episode, I'm going to bring up a topic, and it's more of a conversation, as you guys know, our new style of recording. So this is all about programming yourself for success. And you can tailor this message to whatever you're trying to move towards in this new year. But yeah, so I have program yourself for success. So there's this quote from Earl Nightingale, and it says, "We become what we think about." And I'm just going to stop it right there. And I had heard from Les Brown, another person, and he was talking about, in order to be successful, you must be willing to do the things others won't do, to have the things tomorrow others won't have. And I've mentioned a quote similar to that because Anthony had said something similar to like what Les Brown was saying of like, in order to get what you want, you have to be willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do. And we have to be mindful of like Jazmine, she was saying her theme of the new year was being mindful. So we have to be mindful of like, we will become what we think about and to program ourselves for success. And I think something super important is like listening to this podcast, listening to motivational speakers and uplifting yourself and preparing yourself in advance for those future blessings. I know that something that I have been doing for a while now, and I feel like it's kind of a secret, and you can do this however you feel you would like to, but thanking God in advance, preparing yourself for those successful moments. So as you guys know, my heart has been on getting a full-time job. So I have been thanking God for what I have right now, but also in advance because He is preparing me for that thing that I am working towards. And I am telling you guys, mark my words on this podcast, I am this confident that I will tell you guys that I got a tenured full-time position. There's no doubt in my mind because I'm working towards it. That's what I'm thinking about. That's the face I'm putting on at work. I am full-time material. You will want me for full-time. You'll want me more than I want you type of thing. Like you have to talk. And I think people will maybe call that delusion, but I think you have to talk yourself up to get the things that you want. For example, she's going to get married. Maybe you're like, I want a wedding like this. You're like imagining it. It's beautiful. It's big and all these things. But you're like, how am I going to do that? I only got a part-time job. I haven't been able to land a full-time job. But you need to thank God in advance. Thank you for letting me find my dream dress with a deal. Thank you for my padrino or whatever, getting me the cake that we wanted. We're able to fill everybody's bellies with a delicious cake and take a picture with it. Thank you in advance of like the things that you're working towards right now and the things that you want. Thank them in advance and constantly work towards that goal. For example, if I'm not working, I could totally quit all my jobs, live off of my parents, not work, and you could. A lot of people do that. And then how would I ask God, give me a full-time tenured position job? How could I ask Him that? I mean, He works miracles, but like, how can I ask Him that when I myself am not doing everything in my capacity to reach that goal? So on top of thanking, being grateful, and working towards it and thinking about it, you also have to just do the work. Yeah. So preparing yourself for success. Oh, I put program yourself for success. So always thinking in that successful mindset that these things will happen to me because blah, 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 whatever it is.
I love that. I have a lot of thoughts. Like you were saying things and I was like, ooh, like this and then that and whatnot. I know one of the things you mentioned was like working towards it. I know that I sometimes have heard or have people around me where they say, well, I'm not working full time right now, but God's got me. Like, I know I'm going to get what I want. And then they're like drinking every weekend or doing things that, aren't really benefiting them. And anyways, it goes to show kind of what you were saying, like, God is so magical and so powerful. And yes, he does work miracles and he does listen and he does help. Mm-hmm. But you got to put in your part too. Mm-hmm. Like, babes, you cannot expect something and just sit on the couch or post TikToks and like watch TikToks all day. Like it goes hand in hand, just like anything else in life would be, right? You cannot expect a beautiful relationship with someone and you're not spending the quality time or listening or communicating or anything. So I really like that you said that, because I think it's important for us to remember that. Like, like I said with my confidence journey, that if you guys have been here for a while, you guys know that it's been a struggle for me. I detected that glasses might be one way for me to improve that. I might not be like 100%, but I think that might help alter it a little bit. Same with skincare. So it's like, okay, cool. I detected 2 things that I can work on that I think will help, aside from weight, just confidence.
You're doing your work. Yeah.
Now let me program myself to educate myself, right? Whether that be, hey, Marilyn, look, so what kind of contacts do you use? How long have you been using them? Like,
learn how to put them on.
Let me learn from others. Let me watch videos. Let me ask my optometrist. And then now let me do in my part of like, okay, like now let me, get into the habit of waking up every day half an hour earlier, because I know it's going to take me a while to put them on. But like, so just practicing, like, I think that is super important. Programming, like, I love that. Like, programming yourself. Like, I can't just buy these contacts and leave them there and just hope for the best, or say like, I'm so scared, I'm not going to do it. Like, God's got me, I'll feel pretty. Like, no, like I let me try, let me put in the effort and everything. And so I really like that. And like I said, the second thing my last episode, I talked about face, right? And how you want to show up and what face you want to put on. And so I think with that, 100% Marilyn, if I want to be a person of faith, if that's part of the face I want to show, then I probably should be listening to more podcasts that talk about that.
Are faith-filled,
that are faith-filled, or maybe more music that are faith-filled. Not saying I can't listen to Sabrina Carpenter music, or anything, but maybe this will help me and guide me and push me. But I have to do my part to look out for them and start implementing them weekly or daily in my life.
Yeah, just like a computer, when you program something, you literally put it into the computer, right? To change what the computer is capable of doing. It's the same thing for us, like programming. You're like, I'm trying to live a more faith-filled life. Maybe I'm trying to sin less, or whatever the goal is. And you're like, in order to get to that level, maybe I do have to stop listening to secular music for a while. Like, not forever, but maybe just for a while. Maybe I really need this time to actually just have everything be about like my faith in order to program that in within me to reach the goal that I want to reach. And, like, because I don't think there's anything wrong with listening to secular music, but I understand when there's a time when you're trying to fulfill yourself with faith, you're like, turn on Joel Osteen podcast, go to church every Sunday, be part of the YAM group, all those things. Like, it's important to make sure to work towards that goal. I even thought of like, when you want to have a baby, like, honestly, if you want to have a baby, because I know it's a struggle for some women, why are you drinking then? You know what I mean? Like, if you're preparing yourself, you need to prepare your whole being, your whole body. You know what I mean? I would even go as far as to prepare the room. And I know that sounds really sad, like to some people, like, I'm preparing it for what? It's not even here. But when it comes, you're ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to prepare yourself mentally. It's coming. It's not happening yet, but it's coming. I'm not drinking. I'm walking. I'm like working out, being my best self, like healthy wise, so I can prepare my body to deliver this baby. You know what I mean? Like, you have to prepare yourself to be successful in whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Even just like having like a healthy pregnancy. I know my friend, he had his second daughter, and his girlfriend had told me that, you know, like her, and I know everyone was different, but her delivery was super easy, she said. And it was because she did a lot of preparation in order to have an easy, successful delivery. Like she would do like belly rubs, drink certain teas, do some stretches. And it's like, you know, if you're so worried about having an easy, as painless as possible labor, but you're like eating McDonald's every day, you're just laying down, you're not like actually doing your stretches, or let's say you're worried about stretch marks but you're not putting any cream on, like you need to prepare yourself for what you want. In everything. That's why I'm trying to touch on different things, like even relationship. I've had so many people in my life where two things: either one, they're not finding the right person, or two, they haven't found anybody. So first, if you haven't found the right person, like your partner, then where are you finding these people? Are you at the club?
I had heard that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's you, wherever you find them, typically that's how they're going to be. So if you don't want a man clubbing or drinking, chances are, don't go to a club looking for one, because that's probably there every day or every weekend. Their weekend. That is their vibe.
Like maybe that was like a one-time thing for you, but like why would you try to look for him or her there? You know what I mean? Or like if you're like, it's really important that my partner is Catholic, but you're not going to church. When we're like, how does that make sense? Like you need to make sure to put yourself in those situations to make yourself successful in that, executing that. And then as well, like of people like that don't go outside, they aren't involved in anything, they don't go out with their friends, and they're just like, I'm single, where's the love of my life? Like he's not just gonna be like Santa Claus and jump out of the chimney. Like you have to go out and seek him. Like, you know?
I really like this. I love that you brought the image of like a computer. Because I love when people give me imagery. So I can better understand what they're trying to say. And when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, like our brains are literally computers. Like we are in control of what to file in and what to file out. And like you said, what to program. So I absolutely love that, because I think it's so true. Like it is so true. Just like Marilyn said, like any computer, you're in control of that mouse and what you click in and click out. No one else is doing that for you. So,
and you know, something else I was telling Anthony, and this is something that we are actively working on, is going to church together, because we are the same religion, which was very important to me when I first met my boyfriend. But I think something that I had told him was like, when we have children, I want us all to go to church together. I want them to grow up in the church. I want them to grow up with faith. I want them to grow up like those are their memories and stuff. We need to start now. Like, it's not like you're going to have a baby boy and then snap all of a sudden you were going to church together. It's not how it works. Like, you need to prepare beforehand. If you want your child to be a faith-filled child, you need to be a faith-filled father, faith-filled mother. Have a relationship that they can look up to. If you don't want your child to be screamed at by their future partner, then why are you letting it happen to you? Or why are you doing it to your partner? Like, you have to really program for success, whatever that success may be. Success for your children's future relationships, for your relationship, for your future house, wedding, future kids, like whatever it may be. Program yourself for that success. So just to recap, program yourself for success. And how do we do that? We have to meditate on it. And I'll say meditate to make it general for everybody. But what I do is thank God in advance, work towards it, actions, work towards it, and of course, meditate on what you want. We have to put our words to action. We can't just say, oh, I want a boyfriend, and then we're inside watching Netflix every day. Like, we need to put it to action.
I love it. Really, really good, refreshing episode, I think, and message. Yeah. And I think in honor of Valentine's Day, as we think about, like, relationships around us, friendships, and, like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife,
right?
Fiance. Is that what it is? Fiance?
I think it's just fiance both.
Well, but it's
gender
spelled
neutral.
differently.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I guess if you're the girl, it has 2 E's.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, regardless of what it is, I think this is also a good time to just do that reflection.
Yeah.
And program yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Choose where you want to go out this Valentine's Day weekend and where you want to find your people.
Your people, exactly.
Yeah. No, but I love it. Thank you so much for sharing this episode, Marilyn. I think it was really good and really refreshing. Good thing to reflect on this 2025 and still kind of in the beginning of the year.
Yeah. And before we wrap up, I just wanted to, I like how last episode Jasmine reread it just so we really soak it in before the episode ends. So I'm going to just do that really quick. We become what we think about. In order to be successful, you must be willing to do the things others won't do, to have the things tomorrow others won't have. Program yourself for success.
Thank you so much. And above all else,
we wish you love.
Bye, friends.